Hello. Oh my god, finally. I went through all my mics. My microphone is being stupid. I apologize once more, and I do not know how many times I can apologize. You can definitely tell I'm Canadian. Okay, so I'm gonna start the timer now, saying it's 1:48. See how far I can go. See how long I can keep you. And I'm pretty sure that one viewer I had was probably getting a note. Oh, nope, they're back. And thank you once more for joining in. And just going over what we were doing last week, and like I said, we were talking about. You weren't able to hear me, but I was talking about it, and now that I've started to stream over again, I'll recap. We had the one song that I had covered is done. Sorry, written. I apologize. I've been up for almost 30 hours, so just did a night shift at work, and today's my day off, and still gonna continue on with the stream though. Life goes on. Um, Continuing on. Not only did I finish the one song there, which was titled Placeholder Sense of Relief. That one actually may very well change. I think I actually wrote down the change somewhere. But on top of that, I actually ended up finishing song number 2 today. I haven't recorded it yet, but I am actually going to do that, if not today, sometime tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be capable of singing it all today. I don't know, you can tell by my voice, but I'm very, very tired. There's another rap here I wrote earlier today. Starts off with a little bit of a nursery rhyme there. But the titled song for the second one was Animosity. Again, not recorded, but I do actually have it all written down, and I'm actually looking at it right now. Here's all my clip notes, first of all. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 post-its, and some of them only have like a few words written on them. And then there's the actual lyrics. You're probably not going to get a good view, but you can see the page length, and obviously there's going to be some pauses in between them. Not a robot. So I'm hoping that you guys will like that one, though. I'm hoping you'll like them all, but it's actually, this one's going to be the one that actually leads you into the first song. So the first song that I wrote actually isn't going to be the first one on the LP or album that's being released. It will be most likely Animosity. It will be on the first list, and then I'll have it bleed into Sense of Relief. And then actually on top of that, in my last stream there, I ended up getting in touch with, I'm not going to name names, he knows who he is, the person that I was saying that, interfered with the song, and it ended up actually being better. He did actually message me actually after viewing the stream and gave me permission to put it out, and I'm actually might put that one in this one as well, just to show a little bit of a growth within the system of my music, right? It's going from the acoustic rhythm to what I'm going to be presenting to you guys in my next album. That will help, fill the gap just a little bit, and then I'm going to actually throw in some newer stuff here. So you guys might not be like, oh wow, you're throwing in another one of those, but I don't mind the song, and I'm hoping you guys don't like that one either. It is a little bit better, and it is a little bit more explicit. Some of these lyrics that I'm looking at for what I wrote earlier today, and I'm not going to recite any of them yet because, well, first of all, it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to do this without the rhythm I had going on in my head, so I'm still going to have to design a rhythm around what I wrote here to actually make it work. And just flipping through my notebook here today of all my notes and stuff that I did. on my music, and oh wow, there's another page. It's this one here. This one actually will be on there as well. It's placeholders, just testing, and it actually complements the second song that I'll be putting on there that was titled Sensory Relief, giving more of a context on when I say never flexing, I guess you can say. And well, other than that, I'm not going to provide any more lyrics on it yet. Other than that, you can definitely say it's going to be on there. Call me the mic test king, I guess you can say. So sorry, I'm very tired, overly tired, in fact, that I'm actually even amusing myself. And let me look at my itinerary here. I did state that I was actually going to see if I can cover. I'm just going to turn myself down there because I don't need to hear myself twice. It's kind of distracting, actually. And yeah, I was going to actually see if I can bring up the breakdown on the first song that I actually said that was done, which was again Sense of Relief, and basically show you how I did that one in the first place. But in order for me to do that, I got to take a look, see here, and see if I can find it. Mm-hmm. 1 second. It's funny is you think I should be using my Chrome pad. I'm actually using my phone right now. Obviously, you're very mobile. I can bring it anywhere I want if I wanted to. But this Chromebook, which is like, I don't know, came out last year, not even a full year old yet even, and it can barely run anything that I want to do. And my phone runs better than anything else, to be honest. And I'll tell them to remind me later, because I just want to access my files. Please just give me my music. Oh yeah, I actually have them in the Google Drive, to be honest. I do not know why I was going there. I was going to Band Labs there just to see if I had my audio files saved that I can actually pull up there, because it's a lot easier to play them on there, the WAV files and everything like that. My Google Drive. Okay. Just bear with me. Actually, I have to log into my account, because when I logged into my laptop here, I logged into the wrong account, which isn't an issue because I can easily still access it. Just gotta log in, that's all. What? Oh, you're just gonna be a sasser, aren't you? You already exist on this, but you're just gonna be silly and not let me in. Then I wanted to switch, and it will not let me switch. Ah, there you are. Oops. Alright. It's kind of unique how I actually built this one here. And just want to make sure I'm pulling up the right files too. I don't want to be like pulling up ones that are the actual song, because, well, that's just monotonous. Oh, there we go. I think that one might actually work. that is very quiet. So I'm going to put you a little bit closer because it's very, very quiet. Then it gets much, much louder. I'll pull you back away. So, actually, I wanted to pull up a different one first, but this is still fine. It's still just a generic beat. But as you're hearing, there's still a little bit of vocals going on here. Now that there is honestly just me saying, just joshing the entire time. And change the attack, change the pitch, change the reverb. Blended myself in with the music a little bit there, so every time you hear me saying like disruption or deception or anything like that, I'm throwing it in there to amplify it with that there to actually help it emphasize a little bit more with the beat. And I might even very well just have the vocal track of me saying just joshing, which I applied to this. Like in the end, there actually was a lot of work that went to it. Of me layering myself over and over and over again on that file specifically before even actually moving on to any more of the beats that I had put in there. And I'm just going to go back to the Twitch here now for a second and see if I can make this any bigger, because this is not the best. And a little bit of that, but I want to actually still see if I can pull something else up here. My projects. Oh yeah, this was song number 2. Still got some work to do on it though. I think I need to cut a little bit more of that string instrument out there. Let's see if I can get a little bit more into the middle here. Oh, there we go. I'm still going to obviously do a little bit more work to this one here. This is just more of a skeleton song right now. Plan on adding a lot more. Let's see if I can skip a little bit more. There we go. And this is actually where I started actually getting more into it, so I'm actually going to be taking a lot more out from the beginning. Maybe I might even actually keep it, and it just might end up getting better. But either way, it's still going to, this is just still basically the skeleton of the song. I want to add a little bit more to it to make it stand out and not so invasive. And let me see if I can go back here. Where are you? That was number... Uh-oh. Which one did I just play? I forgot I can go through my project itself and see actually as the phases were. Oh, no, this is a different one. We did discuss this one as well last week. It's going to see a bit skipping in a little bit more there. Yeah, this one here is just still the basic skeleton of the song. Excuse me, sorry. And actually, if you recognize some of it here, it almost sounds like this is what I was actually using for the sense of relief skeleton as well at the very beginning. And yeah, silence that. Thank you for the follow, xnobody666. I appreciate it. Much love. And just gonna go back to this. And what else were we going about here? Oh yes, we did discuss animosity. Unfortunately, I don't have it to show you, so I did have it planned and written down here. I was actually going to talk about it and show it if I had recorded. That was very bad quality. But either way, I can assure you it's written there. I actually do have some draw prizes coming up for for either yourself or a loved one. Sadly to say, when I say yourself, I do mean the females, and when I say loved one, I mean their partners buying them for you, in the sense of winning them for you. I do have these earrings here that I have available for you as well, and I also have a watch here. Let's just give that a little bit of show. And we also have one more watch here. And right now, the draw is not obviously happening yet. This is more just an indication. They're telling you that they are coming. And every now and then, I just pick things up at work, and I'll buy them just for this case, and just so that I'll have something to give you guys, and a little bit of a reward system for hanging out. As I mentioned before, these rewards will only be available for followers of the Twitch, um, of the Twitch, and of course my YouTube channel. I will take the subscribers on there, and of course on my Twitch, pull them together, and do a little bit draw for you on one of them. Maybe one day I might even have a little shout out contest in chat, and whoever gets the answer in there first, which I'll be able to see, will actually win it. It's just a little bit of a tip of the iceberg here of what I'm showing you. Like I said, not only that, every now and then our employers do also treat us with some things too. So every now and then we'll be given some stuff that is just out of season, and I end up getting some stuff. I know a lot of friends are at work, they know what I'm doing, and they'll probably end up tossing me whatever they get out of it too, and just say, hey, you're donated to the cause. Because I've already had a few offers on what is the word I'm looking for here. Either way, he's been helping me promote, and he's been playing for my airplay time. He paid for it the one time for me, which helped immensely. Ended up getting enough to even get an extra few free spins out of it, because I ended up reaching the pop star section is what they call it, I guess. And either way, I ended up putting more on there last week. And when I told him, he told me just let me know if you ever wanted more or anything like that. But I'm also not that kind of a guy to just to just say, hey, give me. No. You want to do it? Here's my information. You can log in, you can do it, and you can manage that from now on if you want. But at the same token, I can understand if he's feeling uncomfortable on that aspect, because, well, that's a lot of responsibility, right? He's taking my music into his hands, and I wouldn't blame him for being a little, I'll hold back on that kind of deal. But I also appreciate his offer at the same time. That's pretty generous of him. And we did just cover the gifts. That is good. I also have on here to tell a joke. Well, I don't have any jokes for you. I guess that can be my joke. I do apologize. I really do wish I did have one for you, as a better one at least. I'm very, very overtired. If you want, you can actually classify this stream as your joke. But I can at least guarantee, the lovely jewelry that I have available for, yourself or a loved one, daughter, there's grandmother. It all depends on your taste. You can gift it to somebody, pay it forward, as I'm paying it forward. Gift it out, right? Let's see what else I got here. Oh yeah. Erg. We also got this nice little necklace here. And a nice little tacky bracelet. I say tacky because, well, it's not my taste. But that is all I have for now for the giveaways, which will be done, I'm not going to give it all away at once, obviously. And I always want you guys coming back for more. Also, I would like to try to get a little more people into the pool after seeing that's happening, and that people, are actually saying, hey, I'm actually received it and stuff like that. And then I'll start doing more and more and more of them as it goes along. And who knows, maybe I might even get some, paid partnerships going on where I can actually provide you guys with some actually, stuff that I'm not paying for myself. And that's what I plan on doing for you, is at least giving you guys something here for, taking your time out of your days and either watching it now, watching it later, throwing me a follow, which I appreciate the follow I just received not only 15 minutes ago. And I will actually, I can't even access my chat. It's so funny. It's because I shrunk everything. There we go. And oh wow, I must be speed talking because I covered a lot more than I was expecting to cover in a short period of time. Actually, I just came across another song. Actually, I just ended up writing like not even. Excuse me. Just gonna mute my microphone for a second. Okay. And also earlier today, I wonder if I can find it actually. Yes, actually, I ended up writing it in my itinerary. And I ended up writing another little song here for Warframe, actually. Shout out to Warframe. Gotta love them. Great game. And I was more so just boasting about my Tenno skills. And I did a little bit of shout out to Meg and Rebecca in this one here, actually. And apologize to all the other ones for not mentioning them, just for the fact that, well, A, time, B, let's just face it, some of those names just ain't gonna rhyme. Sorry, Pablo. And I was actually gonna put it on my YouTube and possibly submit it to them. Obviously, doing shout out to them on that one because I want it to be good for them. I love their game and want to show the appreciation that I have for their game and all the hard work that they put out for it too. And I even have a little part there where it's a little rock star, shredding on their Shazin. And I'm gonna fine tune it a little bit more. I literally wrote that as well today, actually. I wrote that today. I wrote just testing today. I ended up writing. I didn't title this one. Called it question mark. It will have explicit lyrics in it, and when I say explicit, it doesn't necessarily mean there will be cursing in it. When I say explicit, I do mean that there may very well be some negativity in it, which I apologize, I do not like to project in my music. But as Stevie Nicks would say, sometimes you gotta play it how you feel it. And this was how I was feeling today, and I may not put it out on this album because in this album here, I'm trying to give, like I said, the power of positivity, and even if I can give it a neutral feeling, that would make me feel happy at the end of the day. And because if you notice in life, I'm not going to use the term pedestal because that's been used in derogatory ways so many times. But oh my lord, see, this is why I should make better notes. I was going to go on about what was I referring to. I'll just go open up my book. Maybe I'll see something that will catch my attention and revamp me. Oh yes, the negativity portion. I may very well just put that in a different album, maybe even release it as a single for you guys throughout this week if I ended up getting the beat worked around it. Just for the fact that I don't want the one to be negative on this album because I want to keep you here, if possible. Here's fine. I don't want you up here because when people are up here, it falls a lot further. So I'm trying to keep them at a minimum pace where your enjoyment will be at a minimum. And when I say at a minimum, no, the music's not going to be horrible. I'm just saying that when you have yourself pumped up to a point where you're up here, and like I'm saying, anything that sets you off the fall can make you plummet a lot more. So if you are feeling too happy about the music, honestly, you know what, that makes me happy in here as well. And I need to get more sleep some days. Like I said, this stream, it is the joke. No, but I am definitely today. Um, have a meaningful conversation. Well, I guess we've probably been doing that as we've been going along. Um, on top of that, I guess we can say rest in peace to our queen that just passed away in the last week. Um, sad to see her go. She's been here for 96 years. Could have been, maybe a month or two longer, but we're not counting those, I'm sure. Long life, a lot of generations to, be the monarch for. And as a Canadian myself, feeling loss. Unfortunately, myself, I'm not big on the crying. Um, my emotion more so goes into my music. Sometimes it doesn't get a chance to get there. It gets released playing my video games, which will most likely be my next stream, because even though I'm too tired to do the music talk, doesn't mean I'm not too tired to kill some Grenier or Corpus, which is my plan. The new call mission is out. I will be playing that, and you can definitely count on it. But we've covered the rewards, covered the possible draws, even possible contests happening in chats when I get more viewers. It's only currently standing at a possible, currently two followers, sorry, one current viewer. Thank you for sticking around. I do apologize for the torture, and I promise to get more rest for the next one. I may have to change my scheduling for that. Actually, you know what? I may not, because my scheduling is being changed back around and back to be Sunday through Wednesday that day. So I guess I'll just have to change that to, what day are we on? Thursday? No, we're on Friday now. Oh my gosh. So I'll be able to do my streams tomorrow next week, um, instead of the Wednesday, the Friday that I have set for today. The reason being is my schedule is changing for that week, and it just makes more sense to do it that way. As it stands, the following week after that, I'm still going to post the schedule, leave it as it stands, and if things change, just keep an eye out, and my schedule may very well change based on my actual work schedule, because I ain't going to be able to sit here making these recordings or anything like that if I don't have an income to pay the rent over, for the roof over the head and the food in my stomach. So, on that note, I'm not just relying on my music to bring me my bread and butter, obviously. Even if it did start coming in here odd, would never quit my job. I'm not that kind of person unless it literally required me to, not be there for X amount of time. I'd just take the leave of absence to do so. And in the meantime, they could hire somebody temporary, and my job position would be secured. And when I was done doing whatever I'm doing, I can come back to my job, because I was raised to be a helpful gear in society, I guess you can say. And making music and singing with you all, it's just fun for me, and call it a hobby. And because hobbies are only things that cost you money and that don't make you money. Not saying this cost me anything. It really didn't cost me a thing. I already own the musical instruments. Microphones, well, I buy them yearly anyways, so that's never an issue. And it's not my fault. They break. Blame Sony. They don't make the best products sometimes. But that's not what we're here to talk about. I'm sorry if I keep on regurgitating the same things at times. You already know I'm tired. And I didn't even think I fully covered the last stream. I believe there was even something I wanted to cover, a part of that, which is I was going to integrate into my meaningful conversation, where I ended up bringing up a topic, and I don't think I finished it. If you were part of my last stream and you're caught at a later date and time, and you're catching me now, feel free to send me a whisper, give me a recap. Maybe there was something that you wanted to cover more so into it, maybe even help enlighten the situations a little bit more. Always welcome for open thought. There is no animosity here, and not about the negativity. Not about it at all. I'm not saying I don't get mad or get angry. I'm still only human at the end of the day, but doesn't mean I have to enjoy it. I am not a savage. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And that's the bottom line. Doesn't mean you're a bad person, just sometimes you gotta use tough love to get messages across, I guess you can say. But I'm just gonna put these watches away for us and the jewelry. Hoping to give these away sometime soon. If you follow my channel, you will hear about it either on my gaming stream, which will be on Warframe most likely. I also have gotten recently the new Zero Dawn, so we may delve into that a little bit. Those that are into like story-based games and like to watch people that know what they're doing, feel free to hop in whenever I do decide to do that. I'll actually make sure I do an announcement so that nobody does have a miss out on that, because, well, I like my story-based games too. I like my multiplayer games where I get to interact with humans, but nothing's like a good solid story, like the God of Wars, for example. Even when it was a side scroller, great music as well, I should say. The instrumental orchestra throughout the entire game, integrated into their cinematics, were amazing, and how they told the story 1 through 3. And continuing on, a little upset that they decided to turn the DLC Ragnarok into a full-fledged game. Yeah, I'm honestly going to have to call them out on that, because they promised us DLC, and I'm pretty sure if I looked hard enough, I can find the post where they said it. And then they delay it. They say I was also going to be a day one release for PlayStation 5 users. Still waiting. And I'm pretty sure it's been out for over a year. Honestly, I don't remember exactly when I got it. I know when I got it when it came out, but with COVID-19 and everything like that, and now me working nights, my days being 2, time disappears real quick. I've gotten to the point of actually calling my Mondays and Tuesdays Mutter's Day, Wednesday for Tuesday, Wednesday, because sleep during the day, I'm up for like part of it, and then I go to work, and then at work my day changes, and then I'm coming home on a different day, and then repetitive endless cycle. So when I do have my days off, I do prefer to stay up as long as I can on my first day off. So actually, on that note, maybe I will keep the stream for Friday, just because I'll actually be able to sleep on Thursday. I'll do my gaming stream on Thursday. I'm going to let you know this now in the stream. I'm going to see about how I can do my scheduling on there, because right now my account, it's showing just the one schedule for my music stream. I'm going to look more into how I operate this thing. Maybe I can figure out how I can actually integrate my music into your guys' stream here without actually having to play it through a third-party source kind of deal. Because I was going to try doing it through the phone or even through the laptop to see if I can have it play at the same time, but my luck with streaming and music is sometimes it pauses what I'm wanting to do most, and I didn't want to take that chance. Even though I may as well have. How many issues did I have at the start? Like, that was just a bad introductory, and I am so sorry. Thankfully, I had a chance to delete them, and you guys will never see them that weren't part of it, except for hearing about it from me. I honestly am 35 minutes into it, and I'm actually just trying to find some more discussable content with you guys. Where is my book? Oh, I'm so sore. I feel like the sloth from Zootopia. Have a great day. Oh, good. No logo. I don't know if Monster owns them or not. I'm pretty sure you know by the color of the can, but I do have paid partnership with them on Instagram, so I don't know how that would affect here on Twitch, but either way, I'm not going to roll the dice and shoot myself in the foot, so I'll keep the logo to myself and try to keep that out of the camera as much as possible. Apologize. I guess I'm getting a little bit of a show and tell here of my music bag. Oh gosh. Yeah, no, we ain't gonna do that. That's a mess. Oh no. But we'll show us the mic. There was the bag I was gonna show you guys, but that ain't happening. That's a mess. It's like somebody's nesting in there or something. Oh my gosh. This is actually, I wish I actually had this working for me. I might even actually get it going for the next stream. Yes, it is a Groot. It is a baby Groot. I am Groot. And I can actually set it to actually dance to the music that I play for it. So if you guys love your Groot and you want to see him dance, he will have some time in the sun to shine. I've just got to find the batteries for him. I actually ended up taking them out for my boyfriend. God, I don't remember when. Maybe 3 years ago. And I actually never ended up putting any back in, which is upsetting because I love Groot. Vin Diesel did an amazing job doing a single liner character, and it's great, and he's simplistic, gets the point across. He's got much character, even for the one I've got. I've also got myself an actual Grogu. He's pimping. Actually got one there that I've actually bought for collective purposes, and I bought one for myself. Still in the package. I actually have it on display. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I caught the stream last time as I was going by TJ, my hospital teddy bear from way back in the day. But I guess I can show the keyboard and see if I can get it up in the camera there. There's the Grogu. And that's the keyboard too that I use to help make some of the sound effects for my music. It's great to have a keyboard that does absolutely everything. I can literally find a drum setting on there, chimes. The violin, wasn't a big fan of that one. That's actually why I bought some new ones. So I didn't like the synthesized sound that they were putting out. So that's why I bought the Honors. Have I had a chance to play them yet and get any recordings done with them yet? No. Why? Because it is an invasive instrument, and I may very well just see if my brother's Mason buddies will let me use their lodge for, time to time basis. I'm not saying let me use it every time, but like when I need to get an actual serious recording done or a serious sound that I need actual isolation in, see if I can use one of the rooms there. Not looking to be converted or anything like that, but they say they like to give back to the community. I am the community. Please do not try to recruit me. You are not ready for me. I am too much of a free thinker, and I may very well shatter your beliefs. I'm not saying I don't have beliefs of my own. They just differ from everybody else's. Oh wow. I just found a song that I actually wrote when just messing around on Smule. Actually just going through my book here, called When I Wake Up. I actually had it on, I think I have it on YouTube still, to be honest. But the backtrack that I used for it, I had a copyright claim, not a strike, a claim. which if I knew more about what that was at the time, I would have just left it alone because it was just basically a shared royalty assist in a sense that the sound was theirs, but the song was mine. Nothing they could do about that really, except for put a claim on it. Either way, I just removed the sound to reduce any backlash. On top of that, it also told me that even though it's not a strike, having a claim can affect any kind of monetization if I decide to try any paid partnership programs through YouTube or anything like that. So I just, why not just take it down? Recently, they also just, my distributors actually just put a claim out on my original upload from 2018 of Love You Until. I'm happy to see that you guys are on the ball and everything like that, but you could have at least seen which account you were looking at. Like, that's my song, And I know it's not a strike, but it's a claim, and I just explained how I feel about having a claim on my account, and I don't want to actually delete my own song off my actual account, even though I have it on there already. But I guess you can call that one the actual music video, I guess you can say, and uncut, because I cut it a lot for the actual upload. There was some of the beginning I didn't put in there, obviously a lot of the talking. You guys don't need to hear that. So sorry, apologize. I was going to mute you, and I've actually been holding on to that cough for quite some time, to be honest. And I didn't want to actually cough in your ear, and I didn't want to mute my microphone with the switch, because even when I record with it, sometimes you can hear it click, click, echo, echo, and it's loud in my ear, and I can only imagine if you're listening with headphones, how it would feel in yours. And I'm actually just reading the song that I had wrote. And then actually, Love You Until I actually rewrote. I don't know why I didn't record that one. And yeah, wow, I should have actually done a re-record on that one. I had all the pauses, everything like that, down to a T for them all. 6 seconds, 31 seconds. I'll give you guys can't see it, I know, but there's When I Wake Up that I wrote. And now that I know that I found that, I may very well use that, because we've all been there. I wouldn't say it's a negative song or a positive song. I'd say it's all in the eye of the beholder. And that one actually I'll probably design a beat for you as well. And as I get closer around to working with this one, I'm actually my agenda is I'm gonna use that just for keeping my clip notes for when I talk to you guys. And when I come on next, my notes will be much more detailed. And I'm going to try taking my memory into account as well and see if I can predict any outages. And because I don't want to lose track of what I'm talking about with you guys and leave out possible important information, or leave you guys hanging on a topic that I started and just left it in the wind. I don't like it when I see it on the streams when I watch, which is only for Warframe, and not saying Rebecca and Megan do it. They do not, actually. They when they talk about something, they even if they get sidetracked, they tend to come back to it before the end of the stream at the very least. So you know who I'm talking about. Still will watch you. Don't worry. Don't worry. Does not defer me away from yous. I think I'm just finding more of the music in here. Apparently I already started writing one for Warframe a long time ago also. Gotta start dating this stuff. But no, I was taking those pages out for a reason. Those pages are out of the agenda. And now into the music book. That one there might make it to this album. This one also might be done as a single, just to help fill the gap with you guys as I'm writing more music and doing more instrumental. because I do plan on continuing, whether you like it or not. And whether you like it or not, I hope you still tag along to see how much I grow and see where I go, because I don't even know. All I know is that I'm having fun with what I'm doing. It's much better than just sitting here doing karaoke. Um, is it stressful? I'd say it's only stressful if you let it be. I think I said that before. If you're not doing it for yourself, then why are you even doing it? Um, People loving it and enjoying it and riding along with you. That's just the bonus. That's all that is. For me, this is me having fun, trying to have fun with you all, and share it with everybody. And I know I'm loved in the Netherlands. Those Netherlanders love me, and thank you for liking my music out there as well. I notice where I get all my views from, and I do appreciate them all, even if you aren't able to comment on them. And from what I understand, that's typical for artist music that goes out. Then when being done by distributors, the comments are usually just disabled. I don't think I've ever seen comments actually enabled on an official artist channel. Maybe you might see that video on somebody else's channel where comments are open and available, but never actually open and available, which makes sense. Um, but you can always, like, subscribe, share with your friends, family, all your loved ones. There's some in there that even if you don't like the instrumental on my first two, three, the lyrics are still there. You still have to admit that the lyrics themselves are at least beautiful, and which what they were intended to be. Would I like to redo them? Always on my mind. I think about it every day. Uh, but at the beginning, honestly, I just playing. Wasn't even expecting to do it. I was more so, well, I'm still doing it for me, but I'm still doing it for you guys too. Um, but doing it for you and doing it for me, trying to recant here on what I'm trying to say here. I'm going to keep on going. That's what I'll just keep on saying. Actually, I'll just talk and talk and talk. Maybe I'll come back and loop into it again. I'm having a lot of fun with what I'm doing, and I want you all to come along with the ride, obviously. Those that stick around, appreciate it. Love. This is me just recanting everything that I've said. I'm just trying to get myself back into where I was. I should actually start writing notes as I'm talking, just so I can keep the clippers going. But the way I go, I think I'd be covering absolutely every surface here. You wouldn't even be able to see me on the camera. I'd run out of pages in this book. And I wish I'm lying. But no, that's just my state of mind right now. And you're probably like, yeah, well, look at your last stream. Yeah, but look at all my other gaming streams. They seem to be quite alert and aware there. But that's also because I'm more well rested, and I'm actually doing something instead of actually just sitting here, actually staring at a camera. I'm staring at a box that gives pictures and stuff. But that's besides the point. I'd rather look at a game than myself. I'm not trying to put myself down or anything like that, but I'm not what I'm here for. I'm here for you guys, and I really wish I'd get a little bit more interaction out of you. But Rome wasn't Britain today, neither was Egypt, and Canada wasn't formed in a day neither. So, on that note, I actually was looking for something here as well while I've been talking to you the entire time, and with zero success. Why? That's just because that's my life. And I was put in the wrong one again. At least now I know I'm actually looking at the video footage that I actually have for the song Free Life that I was going to use. I do plan on actually doing some official videos for my YouTube channel as well. I just got to look at my distributors' offerings one more time because they themselves don't do this do the distributing of the music videos anymore. It's actually done through a third party, a company of theirs, a sister company, which I just got to look on their site to find that out again because, well, I don't remember. License. Okay, well, that's not what I wanted you to do. Erg. File type. Audio. Give me only audio. Audio files. Now. My drive. Huh. Word of advice, never drink pop and do a live stream. Interesting. File type again. Keeps on changing on me. Not impressed. Okay, well, I'll just delete my search parameters. And then do it again. This time I should get all my audio. There we go. Just trying to find some licensed music. I'll just tell you exactly what I'm doing here. I'm trying to find some licensed music here for you to, close off the stream. I thought I already had it laid out here, but my Google Drive isn't an app. I need to get that as an app because it refreshed on me and it took it all away. And I really wish I had it ready to go because that was my intention. And I said audio files. Jeez. Technology, right? Never ever works when you want it to. Ay. Now, R be darned. Huh. Excuse me, sorry. Looks like my music is missing, which is weird because I've been having a lot of technology issues today, and I'm not just talking about the stream. Phone's been acting up. It's actually not working for me properly. Tried calling my mother, same situation. She is not receiving proper phone calls. It's not ringing. Her screen actually is giving off different times even. Duplicate of times even, I should say. And it's actually kind of annoying that our service providers actually can't keep it operating properly. Where is my music? Arg. Technology. Why you do me like this? Arg. My drive. More. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Not finding any of my music. Except for the ones I recorded. My licensed music that I had on here specifically is actually all gone. And I had so many on here. All I've got is my licensings. All my licensings for the songs, though. But no actual audio files, which is kind of unsettling. Maybe those ones did get uploaded to the wrong Gmail. let's see. Okay, there's the videos. Arg. Nope. Yeah, no, I don't know what to say, but sorry. All I can find is my wallpapers, my video clips, my licensings, and that is all. Other than my actual recordings that I've done. So maybe there was a problem with the transfer. I might have to take a look at my other phone once more because, well, if they're not there, then they're gone because I pretty sure I deleted them off of my phone. Oh wow, guess what? I found them. That's good. So I'm just going to play like a music roulette here, and I'm going to scroll and scroll and scroll, and then when I stop, I'm just going to press enter. Press enter. Well, I randomly stopped and pressed enter, and now I'm pretty sure it's just lagging out. There we go. This one here is called Fading Rose. It was done by Hunter Fox, Fox Zach, or Fox C A C. And when I say Z, I mean Z or Z. Tomato, tomato. And it's actually not a bad song, actually. If I ever decide to do film production, at least I know I've got the music video to do something for this kind of a song. Shall we preview some others that I got, actually? Since I spent a lot of my time on this stream just fixing my issues. This one's actually pretty decent, speeds up nice. We're looking at 1 minute now of this song. I'm actually just going to skip to, like, oh my god, it's 3 minutes and something left. I see what they did with this one here. So they provided a bunch of pretty much the same song at different tunes. Yeah. And pretty much allowing them to actually use that song for any kind of immersion, I guess you can say. So that's interesting on that one there. And see what happens if I go here. And I liked that one, but let's see if I can find actually one that I was actually already listening to at one point in time. Faith is good. Milky Way was a good one. Now, keeping in mind again, I don't put anything on my streams that I don't have licensings for. I've already got them. I got all the documents I ever needed. Feel free, I will forward them to you. My email is akramshoj@gmail.com. You can also find me on Instagram. You can whisper me in the chat. Always able to provide you with what is needed. I kept on going past it. There it is, The Wanderer. And this one is just called Deep Melodic and bracket current. I'm not seeing an artist name on this one. I'll have to look into the licensing, but if you recognize the song, or the beat I should say, feel free to let me know as well. And I'll be sure to give a shout out in my next stream, because they did a great job on this one. Great toning, Not only, by listening to some of this stuff, it gives me ideas. Not necessarily saying I'm going to plagiarize your stuff, but there are certain things and elements in a song that can sometimes catch your ear, which you would like to implement into your own in a different style, and make it actually work for yours. For example, actually, we have some kids that play basketball in the neighborhood. They've said I can use their net there, considering they always see me out front and uncle. I talk to them all the time, and thought about you getting the ball and getting it to dribble on the ball, and actually, that sound that the ball makes when it hits the ground, that ting, the air sound. I want that, and I'm actually gonna reverb it as well, and I'm also gonna speed it up. And I'm actually gonna use that for one of my basses on a song. That's if I can perfect what I want to do. Sometimes envisionment is not necessarily what you get when you try to do things, right? And I got that kind of idea, for an example, from Billie Eilish, for example, when she was saying she used a beeper sound from a street walking sign in her songs, and she just sped it up and changed the tempo. So that's the kind of thing I'm talking about when I say I get an idea from a song. Certain hooks that may help you, spice up your own work. And I actually like this one a lot. I don't know why they called it the Wanderer. This is like the Hyper. I feel like I'm like zooming at hyperspace or doing Dance Dance Revolution. Okay, now instead of doing the whole thing that I did last time, I'm just gonna do a song roulette again and see where I get. This one might actually be done by Dan K and be called Pure Dot Flack. Not 100% sure on that, but either way, shout out to the artist on that one. I'm going to turn it up a little for you now. Now, the benefit of actually having all the licensing to do all this is it helps you spice up your own channel too. Like, for example, if I wanted to, when doing my gaming streaming, I could have this playing for you in the background, but I'm pretty sure you guys want to be able to hear what I'm actually saying, and some prefer the destruction and the mayhem sounds in the game instead. So if you do ever want to hear music on my gaming stream other than my music stream, feel free to let me know, and I'll put some on in the background, jam out together, and make it a day, because I'm all about having fun too. Obviously, I've said it so many times on reasoning why I'm even doing this in the first place. This is not my career. This is just my fun. Could it be a career? Who knows? Like I said it before too, I think twice now. I don't know where I'm going. I just know where I'm to. And even half the time that may not even be true. Just shutting down my game on the PlayStation here because Warframe actually had an update. And it was going to kick me out. But either way, before we go to my actual gaming stream, which is going to happen shortly after I have a break from the stream, which isn't going to be happening yet. I'm actually going to get a few more plays out here for us on a couple more songs. I know it's not easy to get people on here because most people, when they're coming to Twitch to watch a streamer, they're coming on to watch them play a game. If they wanted to talk music, they usually just, go to someone else they're following. But I'm not expecting much right now at all, period. Like I said, this is more so a diary for myself and for those that join in on the conversation as we go, or those that follow me as we go. Because if you're following me, you're going to clearly watch it at a later time. And some people just like to ruse and watch things, period, at a later time. And that's fine. But what's better than a live engagement? Not only can you catch me make mistakes, you can call me out on them. So I'm going to speed this song up a little bit here too, because it sounds like it's like I've heard this one on a commercial before. Congratulations, Dan K. Either A, you plagiarized on this one, or B, you made it big. At least off a commercial. maybe even a few movies. I just know that sounds vaguely familiar. Doesn't mean I'm right. There's a lot of songs out there that sound familiar. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, no, I did get the... So it is by Dan Kay. There is no titling for the song that's on this file, at least. Again, that might be on my licensing. But no, now I'm listening to the WAV file. When you get the licensing for these, you get the FLAC file, the WAV file, and the MP3 file. Reason being is compatibility is the actual number one reason. Some providers are better with waves, 16 bits, 1400K, 14K, sorry, hertz, and a simple file, which makes it easier for them to upload. And most streaming platforms like Spotify and Amazon Music, they run like that. I'm pretty sure even iHeartRadio and some other airplay radio stations operate the same way. And I'm going to stop that song and do another roulette on the music because that was literally the same song. And if I get the same one again, there we go. This one's called Rat Boy. And The Rat Affair by Rat Boy. I'm going to turn this one up because it's pretty quiet. Sounds like he's doing this one on a keyboard or a piano. Nice little soft intro. And if it doesn't go into a beat in like 2 seconds, it should. Like, oh, not the beat I was expecting. But that's the kind of stuff and content I'm talking about. Like, oh, there's a little bit better. Where, it gives me the ideas of doing things on my keyboard where I can start off soft and then come out hard. For the fact that it gives me a lot of capability on that one. If I wanted to, I can split the keyboard down the middle and have one for sound effects of my choice and one actually my piano, where I would be able to play all the chords that I wanted to utilize at the time, which is a great function. I love that function. I also love the function that it actually allows me to feed in my own sounds and tunes to help me develop the track on the keyboard too. So instead of, I can just plug in my phone, plug in my USB drive, and it will play through there, and I will be able to plug it into my recording devices and record it through the backtrack that way. Getting all the keyboard and sound, if I wanted to sing at the same time, can do that too. But I've been running into a lot of complications with doing that, so I stopped. I now do the recording of my vocals, and then I also do the recording of the backtrack. Main reason by some of these songs why I'm doing that is because some of these songs that I'm working on are I'm not going to say they're fast, but some lyrics are close together. Like I was saying, that just joshing portion of the song that I did for one of them that's coming out is that's going to be a part of the backtrack. That's part of the instrumental portion of the music, implementing my own voice as that instrument, and adding it to the bass, I guess you can say. And plan on doing a little bit something like that, like I said, for a little bit of my songs. The coming up, like I said, I want to do something with the basketball. This other one here that I'm working on, free, it's called Animosity. I should say, sorry, I apologize. And it was actually inspired to me by actually Free Life, to be honest. And it's titled Animosity because, well, that's just not what you're going to get. I want everybody to, let's live free in a free world, free from animosity. Wouldn't that be just pleasant? And there'd be no need for wars or anything like that. So, just things for thought. Things to expect in my album, Incrementium. I believe I've said it before, just not this stream. which is going to be the titling of my upcoming album. You can Google it if you like, look up the Latin term for incrementium if it helps you out a little bit more too. And then you'll understand why I actually chose to use it for the titling. Showing me going from an acoustic kid to designing you guys some beats and hoping you guys like them, and having fun while I'm doing it. Like I said, if you're not having fun, then you're doing the wrong thing. This should be fun for you. Unlike those hockey players, baseball players, football players, all them ones out there that complain about how much money they make. Well, there's people out there risking their lives in police forces, fire departments, military, etc. Which is kind of disturbing, to be honest. And they say that money is based off of how much a service is required, on how much a person is replaceable at that job. For example, an office worker to a janitor. A person that's working at office probably has more of an education on the topic that's being discussed within that firm, for example, and as opposed to the person that was just hired to clean the place. Cleaners are a dime a dozen. That person that's working the files and knows what the product is, not as replaceable, as an example. I happen to say human life is very irreplaceable, and the fact that we are actually paying more for entertainment than we are for our own troops, officers, any emergency staff out there that are literally putting their lives out on us on a daily basis, and make less than they do. And you don't hear them complaining about it as much as, or maybe not even at all. And if they are complaining, well, they got the right to, because they're putting their lives on the line. The fact that we're the ones providing the money to the entertainment business, as myself being a consumer as well. No, I don't pay into sports. I stopped doing that the first lockout when they started crying. That they're making basically whatever we provide, and there's a lot of people out there that are doing more leg work. They're out there supposed to be having fun. That's why they got into it. And then this whole point of my conversation here is if they're not having fun doing what they're doing, why are they doing it in the first place? You can't just say you're doing it for the money, because you're making a heck ton more than most people are right now. And you don't hear very many of them doing charity work or anything like that. If you do, it's very rare in the air, and if it is being done, there's a good chance it's being done just for publicity or a tax write-off. You don't ever hear them saying, hey, I want to make a donation, then I want to donate that tax write-off receipt to another company kind of deal. That's just not going to happen. Hopefully after my statement, it might happen a little bit more. Hopefully people see this one and they share the topic with others, because, well, it's a sensitive topic, and I think it's one that should be addressed more, not just by myself, but by others out there. It's a serious issue that we've got ourselves all messed up on, that we value our entertainment more than our safety, I guess you can say, or the safety of others. Having a father that was in the military, I wasn't around very much, not just because he was in the military, but the father era he came from. I don't think I have to say much in regards to that one. Wasn't there. Is what it is. I'm not gonna cry about it and harp about it. Life is just what it is, and sometimes you just gotta be happy with the hand you're dealt, because looking back at it, and I can evaluate the situation as it stands just based on the outcome of the others, that I'm glad that everything went the way it is. Am I saying I don't want anything to do with them? No. That would be kind of harsh. I just keep my distance. I share my music with them. I still let them know what's going on. But last time I spoke, I was pretty harsh on them. I just told him how it was. Not saying I was harsh. Like I said, tough love. I'm an honest person. I say things how they are. I don't sugarcoat things. And sometimes that people just don't like sometimes. But at the same token, if everybody was honest about everything, there wouldn't be any animosity because everyone would already be honest. That's why I love that movie, The Invention of Lying, and how I'm going to use the word naive, or naive. How everybody in this show is about how he's telling them all this stuff and they're just falling for it. I call it naive, but isn't that more like innocence? Like pure innocence in a sense, like to the point where you're so honest that you know that that's how everything is in the first place and you don't have to worry about any kind of serious repercussions because everybody's honest. One of the main reasons why I don't sugarcoat things or beat around the bush or lie. So I do something wrong, I'll even call myself out on it. I'm not afraid to own up to my own mistakes. Never have been, never will be. And thank you once more for that follow. Let's help reach my goal of 100. And let's hope that I can start to keep more viewers during the stream. Apologies. I'm gonna see if I can find another roulette song here for you. Nope, that's not gonna work. Oh yeah, they're in my file. That's what I was finding. Let's try Skylove. And this again, like as I said, I'll say it almost every other time, that I do have the licensing for anything I play on my channel. And I always have no problem sharing it to those that are trying to put a claim out. But I'm going to do one more showing of some good beats out here. And some of them, like I said, they may sound familiar. And at that point, I'm going to close out on this stream. I need an actual drink of water. I'm very, very dry. Maybe even a coffee, wake myself up a little bit while I prepare myself for the next stream. Then I'm going to do some recording so I can have something more to show you guys next week and hopefully still have a single released for you this week. And trying to keep up. Alright, a minute of this one. I'm going to give it a couple more seconds. There we go. I like this one here just for the fact that it was a little bit of a long intro. One thing I don't like about it is the long intro, but I like how it picks up there. And I like a song that can climax more than once, I guess you can say, for the fact that there's some songs out there that are really, really good, but then when they're over, it's like, oh, so short. And probably could have put more in there too, for all we know. But they're probably going for an attention span. They don't want people skipping through their song to get to the good parts. They just want it to be the good part, which I get it. I really do. Because we can actually all see the fast forwards and all that stuff that when happens in the videos that are being watched or music that's being heard. Like I said, I'm not afraid to say anything. I'll tell everybody all the secrets in the world. No, I wouldn't tell all the secrets in the world. Hand me a confidentiality agreement. My lips are sealed. We heard Rap Boy. Thank God I've got a memory on that. Because it's visual, right? I can see and remember what I'm talking about, but when it comes to relying on my tired brain for being up for so long and at work, that's hard to remember. Ooh. Stonehenge. and then I'm going to play something different. And when I say that, that's actually the title. This one here is called As the Sky Melts by Stonehenge, or vice versa. I got these all for a reason, so this thing has to have a point where it picks up to a wowza or something, you know? There's got to be a climax on this of some sort. Reason why I had picked it, because planning on doing a lot of videos in the future, or even just using some maybe sound effects within my audiobook, which I'll actually probably even be doing a copy of that. I'm possibly even considering of doing a podcast, of doing a read aloud of the completed book, to give people something in the meantime while waiting for a carbon copy, because let's face it, technology is not really reliable, and if anything goes wrong and you guys enjoyed the book that much, at least you know you'll have an actual tangible copy. Into a minute and 10 seconds, doesn't picked up. Okay, so there is a pickup. You like that? Nice heavy. Yeah, that's one thing with me, is I'm not prejudiced towards music entirely. I don't mind some country, not a big fan. I'll listen to opera over country any day, especially Popularity, Time to Say Goodbye. Great song, done by a lot of amateurs as well, amazingly done. And I hate to call them amateurs, but I'm just comparing them to the original. They sound amazing. And the first actually opera song that got me into it was actually part of a movie soundtrack, and it was The Fifth Element. The opera scene in that, it's like a techno opera, and I loved that one, actually, how it was done and presented, and actually to the point where I actually ended up looking for the full complete version of the soundtrack that didn't have all the, the boom 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 shooting going on and stuff like that. It was the actual song, and I liked that a lot. Like I said, I'm not prejudiced towards lots of music, open to lots of varieties, and it's good to be open to new things. Here's something different, like I was saying. That's the title, and it's called background jazz music, huh? Oh god, why did I pick this one? Oh, this may have been an accidental click, because this sounds like I'm standing in an elevator, and I would never, ever have picked that one on purpose. But I own licensing for it anyways, so hey, maybe I'll have an elevator scene in one of my books. Like I said, I've already finished one, I should say. Started 2 and 3 because, well, the way their books are running together with that one, it was easy for me to start doing notes and putting that one together at the same time, so I didn't lose track, and I didn't have to come back and read through and three and sift through like pages and hundreds of pages of work just to find the specific scene that I'm referring to. And I think that's what's also taken the book so long, is because there's so many different situations that are happening involving different characters, where phone calls are happening, for example, and you're getting a take on one side of the conversation and what's happening in the environment, and so on and so forth. And in the next chapter, you're going to get pretty much the same thing happening, but you're going to actually get the take on what's happening on their end. And sometimes what you're expecting to happen on their end, what's being said on the other end, isn't what's to be expected, I should say. It was meant to be one of those eye of the beholder kind of books. Like I've said before, that book is going to be available for contest as well, giveaways. Also going to be dropping some up at our local libraries here in Barrie, Ontario, when they come available, donating some to the CNIB. I have a friend that's not only member of the visually impaired, but she also does work for the CNIB as well, bakes and stuff like that, and pretty sure she'd have no problem finding me something like that to, you know, to help provide to them. And obviously, I'd have to either have it brailled for them, which they have a brailing machine there, or provide some audiobook sets for them. Either way, that is my plan. When it actually takes place is another question, and I wouldn't have it as a plan to do so if I wasn't saying it here. I don't say things that I don't plan on following through with. It's just a matter of when. Especially with working, trying to write music, and still have a sense of relaxation and life at the same time is balancing. Hard to balance. But I got Lucid Dream here. I'm going to just press play on that. See, I'm gonna have to find out what I am able to do with this and look at the laws again once more for songs that don't have lyrics. Oh, this one has a lyric. Now, is it a lyric or is it like my song where it's part, like the backtrack? It's time for me to go. Oh, oh, time to end the show. Got to go. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.